What are the top 5 mistakes that home sellers in Palmetto Bay are making, and how can you avoid them? Well, I'm Joanna Jimenez, accompanied by my colleague, Lily Beth Basaguetia with the Opes group at Compass, and we are gonna dive deep into these top 5. So Lily, break it down to number 5.
So number 5, we're looking at overpricing your home. As tempting as it might be to wanna list your home at a higher price, really this is doing a disservice to yourself and to selling your home. We're seeing that in today's market, homes in Palmetto Bay are selling for a 6% discount, meaning if you're pricing your home way above that, you're already going to be removing a certain audience from even walking through the door. So you're gonna have less eyes to look at your home, less potential offers. So really, you're not maximizing the potential that you're gonna be getting out of this home.
What's the solution we have for this?
So the solution we have is private exclusive. This is an amazing concept that we do here at Compass. Basically, it allows you to test out that higher price. So it's gonna satisfy that want that the seller is gonna have to see if their property can even sell at that price. So you're testing it out, but the key thing about this here is that you're not accumulating days on the market. And this is very important because if you were to test out that price in the public eye, you're really hurting yourself if you get no movement. And by more days on the market, then that's when the consumer is gonna look at it and see what is wrong with the home, even if you have the home completely remodeled. So the best thing here to do in this situation is putting it in private exclusive. You'll have it in the eyes of 30,000 agents nationwide in Compass. That's our network, which is huge. And you could test out the market with that price, see if it works out, and maybe you do get a hit, which is great. And if you don't, then we will sit down together and we will reevaluate the plan for when it does hit the market and really strategize to be able to get the right price for your home and still be happy with the overall process.
So what's number 4 mistake we're seeing?
Number 4, so staging. Staging is a huge thing. People underestimate the power of staging. So in a home, sometimes it's empty, and that is the biggest one. You don't want to list a home empty because you're seeing buyers coming from different communities, maybe from Coral Gables or Pinecrest, these luxury high-end homes that they're used to having the home staged. And a benefit with having a home stage is that the buyer could really come in and picture themselves living in this home. It's really hard for people to envision themselves in the spaces and what can be done with each area. So this really gives them the opportunity to do that. But not just staging. Sometimes the homeowner is still living in the home, so I would recommend just decluttering, making sure that every time that you're showing the home, it's at its best. You know, you don't want to have one thing that people don't tend to look at is, I would remove some personal items. Buyers want to be able to envision themselves in the home. You kind of see when a buyer is looking at the home, they'll start picturing, I could see this happening during the holidays in this specific area. But if they're looking at your own personal items, it kind of takes away that image for them.
Yeah, and we're bringing props to it. So we're bringing like fresh plants, fresh fruits, let me not say fresh, but we're bringing the props to make your property look fresh and lighter and modern. And that's key because it's staging. We can use what you have and just bring it with a better, light to give it a little pop and a little flair. So what's number 3 mistake we are seeing sellers in your Palmetto Bay neighborhood make? And that is not fixing up the home prior to going live. So right now, a consumer, they don't want to come into having to do a huge fixer-upper project. And obviously, this is not, if you're not selling a brand new construction, there's always going to be little minor things, but the less things they can have in that list of things to do, the more money you are going to make. So by doing these small items before, and what I mean with this is like lighting, for example, goes such a long way. So changing the lights a certain color would give you a lot more money, but also small repairs. So if there's a patch that looks like a stain, if there's a crack, if the landscaping is in part of an area, if there's too much in a room where the room could look larger or more natural light can flow, then we want to enhance that before we go live. So making sure that items are fixed prior to it going live is one of the biggest mistakes that homeowners are making right now in Palmetto Bay. And that is crucial in a market like this where you have more competition, where one of the homeowners is doing this and the other one isn't. So what's number 2 big mistake? And that's underestimating the power of marketing. So no longer are the days where maybe a realtor would just get professional photos and put the property on the MLS. Those are not the days anymore. We right now are entering buyer markets or are in buyer markets in many parts. So it is crucial to have a marketing team and a strategy behind the marketing. Lily Beth mentioned private exclusives. That is part of our strategies to go launch. We build a hype. So even if you don't want to test the price and you want to sell immediately, while I'm getting all the marketing material ready, I'm still gonna want to build a hype of an off market, a coming soon, and then go live. It builds a hype. In addition to that, we're also strategizing with our marketing, getting not only professional photos, professional videos, a drone. We're also doing mega open houses. We are also promoting this on digital ads, social media ads. We're reaching out to the areas and to the agents that are bringing in the consumers, depending on where the consumer is coming from. In Palmetto Bay, a lot of it is local. They're already in Miami, so we're just going to those neighborhoods to promote it to the realtors, promote it to the other buyers and our database in the other neighborhoods that have friends looking. So the power of marketing is crucial, and our team at the Opes Groups knows how to market the property. So if you did not get movement in your house, or you are a homeowner, that is why, because marketing right now is crucial. And number 1 big mistake that we are seeing many homeowners in Palmetto Bay make is not hiring the right team. So our team, the Opes Group, has done the most transactions in Miami, and we know how to market, we know how to strategize, and in this market, it requires a team. You cannot work with one agent who then goes on vacation and now your property doesn't get shown. You don't have one person that can do it all. You need a team behind you. So hiring the right real estate team is crucial, and that's why the Opes Group is here to help you. If you stayed this long, I'm gonna give you an extra tip. So if your realtor is not giving you a seller's homework or an item or checklist to fill out all the upgrades that you've done, the ages of everything in your house, getting what are the things that you love about this house, then right there you know that there's an issue. So make sure that you are providing all of that, or that your agent is asking you for all that information, because that is crucial to sell your home. We need to know as much information about your property as well as what you love about the property most. So we hope you found this valuable. And again, we are the Opes Group, and I'm Joanna Jimenez.
And Lily Beth Pasaguetia.
And we look forward to helping you with your Palmetto Bay home.